Have you ever seen a ghostly apparition? A lot of people, when they'll see an apparition of a spirit, a lot of people haven't seen an apparition of a spirit. I mean, I can't say that I've ever seen one, but there's so many witness reports from various locations where people have seen apparitions. And some people will automatically take a stance on it. They'll automatically say, oh, that's the ghost of the woman who died here. Or, oh, that's the ghost of this person's dead relative. Some people step back and say, whoa, no, anything you see like that is completely a demon. But the thing is, we've really got to approach these cases with some caution and a lot of discernment, because there's not a clear-cut answer to what the apparition is just based on the sighting itself, just based on what the witness sees. So we need to question the witnesses. We need to say, what did you experience, and what exactly did you see? Then after we've questioned the witnesses and we've gotten the reports of what they've seen, what they might have heard, if there were any voices attached to it, did it say anything, did it do anything, did it just stand there, what happened? The first thing is we got to rule out the natural explanations for it. Is there anything in that area that could portray what people perceive as an apparition? And this could be anything from, I mean, people have seen things in the shadows before. And we've gone back and looked at pictures where someone has said, I see a man standing at the foot of my bed wearing a fedora. And we'll go and we'll look at the pictures and such and see that when the light is on, there's actually a coat rack there with a hat on it, perhaps. Something to that effect. So natural explanation. We got to rule out that. We also got to rule out hoaxes. Just like everyone's seen Scooby-Doo, right? A lot of times there's a person behind it. Not always, and it's probably not as much of a common thing now as it used to be. Like back in the day, there was a ghost hunter by the name of Harry Price, and he would find a lot of things that were going on that people would rig up and stuff like that to claim that there's paranormal activity going on. So we do have to rule that out. Just make sure there's no human interference. And then after that, if it is supernatural, we can't automatically think it's a demon, because we believe that there are a few cases where something spiritual can actually appear. It could be an angel, it could be a demon, but perhaps it is a supernatural spirit. There are cases in the Bible where, through God allowing it, the spirit of a person was able to appear. What we ultimately have to do to find out what this is here, why this is here, we can't go in and start questioning it, because that's very closely aligned with necromancy. It's very closely aligned with, it is actually inquiring of the dead, which we're not supposed to do. So we don't go in and question it, but how we test it is we test it by its fruits. And the fruits are, what does it do? Does it give you a message glorifying God that increases faith? Does it do something that brings you peace? Or does it do something that instills fear, that instills curiosity in the supernatural or the occult? Does it do something that brings your faith away from God? I've always said a lot of times when something like this happens, a supernatural experience or encounter, we have to look at the person that it happened to and say, how did that affect that person? Did it affect that person in a positive way that glorifies God and that brings them closer to God? Or did it affect them in a negative way that brought them down, brought them back, made them reject God, or made them misplace their faith? So the bottom line is, if you've ever seen or you ever do see an apparition or something that you believe is a human spirit, test it. Not by questioning it, but test it in alignment with the scripture. You'll know by its fruits. How does that encounter affect you and your relationship with God? Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Jeff with Frontier Deliverance Ministry, and I hope you will check us out online and on our various social media sites at Frontier Deliverance. And if you ever need someone to help you, someone to talk you through a deliverance, if you have strange things going on in your life, Uh, a lot of people don't even realize that they have a demon attached to them. A lot of people don't, and we'll go into that later on. But if you ever need us, we're here. Feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching.